When I was little, my mum got me a pair of glittery wellies. My favourite outfit was the glittery boots and my bumblebee tights.
Good God.
I really, really, really liked having stripy legs.
Congratulations on the release of the adaptation of your book. It must be so incredibly exciting.
It's completely exciting. You know, I can't be cool about it at all. I've been very bouncy and very nervous and very, just uncool.
When you're writing a book, rather, I assume that it's like, you know, it's having a baby, it's growing it, it's nurturing it, and then you have to now rewrite it and adapt it for film.
Yeah.
Did you have to let it go a little bit?
You have to accept that it's not your baby anymore. And I said earlier, I think the thing that astonished me about it was that they then offered me joint custody. You know, they basically said, we want you to write the script, we want to maintain the tone and the humour and the tragedy of the book in exactly the same measure, you know, on film. And so it was such a pleasure to be able to work with Thea because we both saw it the same way. So I think some of the anxieties that writers traditionally get when they hand stuff over to a Hollywood studio, I just never had to suffer that.
Looking back when you wrote those characters and now seeing who was cast, are they absolutely perfect, Amelia and Sam?
There is something about those two together, it just touches me. It's testament to their performances that I can no longer imagine the Will and Lou that I had in my head before I was on set with them. There's very little difference between Louisa Clark and Amelia Clark in real life. She is so much more Louisa than she is the Khaleesi.
I just thought I'd see if I could fix some of these.
Spare me the cod psychology. Just go and raid your grandma's wardrobe or whatever it is you do when you're not making tea.
You don't have to be an arse.
And Sam, you know.
Oh, Sam. Sam.
For someone who can only move, you know, from his neck down, he brought such a vulnerability and a strength to the part. He reduced me to tears on pretty much a daily basis.
You should be out there, claiming the world as your own, showing your leprechaun shoes to dodgy men.
I like my life.
What were you going to study?
Fashion.
Where did the idea come from and what message did you want to say and what did you want to put out with the book and the movie?
Well, when I was thinking about this, writing a next book, I had two relatives at the time who required 24-hour care just to stay alive. And I think if you deal with that situation as a family, you are asking yourself daily questions to do with quality of life and how to give someone pleasure and hope and dignity in a situation that really doesn't have any. You know, there is no answer here. We're just posing a question. What would you do if you were him? What would you do if you were his mother? What would you do if you were somebody who was desperate to change his mind? This is just one man's story.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Five FM. Watch 5FM TV on YouTube. 5FM.